Hey guys, so I am so excited for today's video. If you cannot see by the bags behind me, I got back from IMATS on Sunday. It was so much fun. I did quite a bit of shopping, not as much as I had originally planned to do, but in the end I got a lot of things that I'm pretty happy with. I went with two friends from work and their daughter. It was their first time going, so that is why I didn't vlog. I didn't want to just be carrying around a camera the entire time and ignoring them. I'm just gonna tell you briefly about how it was. It was absolutely a blast. We saw Carly Bybel there and Casey Holmes, who were super sweet. We didn't actually get to talk to Carly because the line was like 2 hours long and we needed to get some shopping done. So we just saw her from the side and we could kind of hear her talking to her fans. And she was so super nice and it was really cool seeing her and she looked beautiful, as did Casey. She was super nice. My friend actually got to take a picture with her, so that was really cool. While there, I did quite a bit of shopping, not as much as I had originally planned. Like, I made this whole entire list of things that I wanted a few months ago before I came, and I didn't even get half of that stuff, but I did better than I did last year. When I went last year, I mostly only got brushes and no makeup. This year, I kind of did the same thing. I got mostly brushes and some makeup, but the makeup that I did get, I'm pretty happy with, and I think I got a pretty good selection. I could have chose different colors. I have that like makeup artist thing where you see two colors that are basically the same color, but you're like, no, they're totally different. We first went to the Sigma booth and I picked up two brushes from Sigma. I own the Precision Eye Kit from Sigma, but no face brushes, so I was very excited to get this brush. It is the Sigma F40. This is their large angled contour brush, and the second one that I got was the E47, which is their shader crease brush. This brush I already own, so I just wanted a duplicate of it, and yeah. The next booth that I just ran to is Makeup Forever. I've wanted to try some of their products for a long time. I don't tend to buy foundations at IMATS because I just am wearing a lot of makeup and like it's really looking perfect and nice, so I don't want to be swatching things on my face and color matching, so I tend to just buy eye products and brushes when I go there. So I picked up 4 shadows from Makeup Forever. I was kind of annoyed that they were $16 each, which I think is relatively close to the actual price that they retail for, so there wasn't like a huge discount there. But I picked out 4 colors, and of course I did the makeup artist thing where I picked 4 colors that are basically very similar to each other. 165, 102, 125, and 101. I don't want to make this video super long, so I'm not going to go too in-depth about each color, but 125 is like a pearlescent cream vanilla color. It's very similar to NARS Albatross actually when swatched. 165 is just a matte nude. It's very good for highlighting the brow, or if you want to sheer out any crease color that you put in there that might have been a little too dark, you could use this. The next color, 102, is just a matte taupe, so it's very good for blending out the crease. It's a good transition color. The last color is 101, and it is basically just a darker taupe color, which could be used for a more dramatic eye look or under the lash line or anything like that. So as you can see, I really didn't do a very good color selection job at the Makeup Forever stand, but hey, what are you gonna do? The next stand that I went to was Inglot. I have never tried any of Inglot's products, so I was super excited to get these. I got one of the 5 palettes, however, the woman, I think she messed up because I bought the 3, which as you can see has all of these colors, and yet I got a 5 shadow palette. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these 5 extra shadows now. I don't know. I'm not going to go into these colors. I'm going to swatch them later, and I'm actually going to do a full video on this Inglot palette that I purchased, and I'm going to do a whole look with it for next Monday's eye look, so I'll go into that later. So the next product I have here is The Curve from NYX. It is the curved eyeliner that I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of videos about or heard a lot of things about on the internet. It's a gimmicky kind of little thing. It's a curved eyeliner and you are supposed to be able to apply it better and easier with this shape, and I actually used it and I find that it is easier. So I really like this product. It is super cool to apply. It's very easy. Liquid eyeliner is not my favorite thing to do, so it's nice to have this little angle that kind of already gets in there, and it's pretty easy. However, the staying power of this product is not too great. You wouldn't want to wear this without setting it with a powder on top. The next thing I picked up was also from NYX. This is the NYX Matte Bronzer in Deep Tan. So this is just a warm tone bronzer, and I like that it comes in this very sleek packaging. It feels much more expensive than it was, and I don't remember how much it was, but compared to like a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish or whatnot, I find the packaging to be very nice, and the product is actually very blendable. It's very smooth. It is a little warmer toned. It has a slight undertone that is a little orange, so I don't know if I'd use this all over my face in the winter time, but in the summer it's definitely a powder that I'll find myself reaching for a lot. Next little group of products that I got is, again, from NYX. NYX is where I got most of my makeup because I love NYX products, but I don't really find them very often in stores, so I don't get to actually swatch the products, and I went a little crazy there since I was able. I picked up a 8 shadows from them in the little quad thingies. So I picked up these three, and these two. So those shadows I'm also going to do a separate video on, just so that this one isn't too long. I'm just showing you guys what I bought. I'm not going to be reviewing it. I haven't used any of these things yet, so stay tuned for next week's video, which might be just a collective NYX video dedicated strictly to the things that I purchased at IMATS that were from NYX. So let me know if you want to see that. So next up, also from NYX, is a series of lip products that I wanted to try. I received one of these. Which ones are these? These are the Lip Smacking Fun Colors, the NYX. I'm not sure which ones these are. That's what they say. They are the creamy ones that look like this. I got 3 shades. One is a light fuchsia, more of a pastel fuchsia pink, a coral toned orange, and a very true nude color. The other NYX lip product that I got was the Chunky Dunk Hydrating Lippy in the color Cherry Smash. It is just a nice like balm. It's not too pigmented, as you can see. Like you don't see it. It's very sheer. It's actually kind of sticky. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe this was a mistake purchase. I'll use it more in depth and then I'll let you guys know. The next 2 things that I got from Sigma were was one eyeshadow and the brow powder duo. I've wanted to try the brow powder duo for years. Maybe not, maybe like 2 or 3 years. Does that count as years? I think so, yes. And the eyeshadow in, which one is this? Approach. I have seen Jaclyn Hill talk about this many times. Other people have talked about it, and it's just a beautiful cream color that I have wanted to use for a long time, so I finally got it. By the time I got back to the Sigma booth after the lines had dispersed, it was pretty close to closing, so a lot of the shadows that I originally wanted were gone, but luckily they had these 2 left. And the brow powder duo in dark, yes. So this is the darkest of the brow powders. The next thing that I have for you guys is from Sugar Pill. It is a loose pigment in Tiara. I'm not super huge on color, so this was the one that was the most neutral. It's just a silver, but it is the most finely milled pigment that I've ever seen, and it is beautiful. I can see myself foiling with it. You can even highlight with it a little, like a tiny bit, not over the top because it's silver. It's not like gold tone, so it doesn't look like skin at all. But let me just show you guys. It's insane. It's stunning, so I can't wait to use that in a look for you guys very soon. I will be doing one. I just can't wait to use this stuff, so stay tuned for that. Next up is the last and final product that I got from NYX. It is the gel liner and smudger. I don't have the box anymore because I used this already to try it out, and I love it. It's very creamy, very, very easy to use and dries quickly. It does smudge, and then when you read it though, it is liner and smudger, so it's not meant to be waterproof or like stay in place all day. You can smudge it out really easily and do a really quick cut crease if you wanted to. I tried using this and it's amazing, so really like this product. And finally, onto the brushes. I am not going to take each and every one of these out of the packaging and show you guys, so I am just going to show you them in the package, read them to you, and yes, that's what we're gonna do because it would take me absolutely forever to take all these out and whatnot. So yeah, let's get started. First up, we'll do Bdellium tools. This is the I-780 pencil brush. It is a very dense brush and I like it a lot more than the MAC 219. I prefer it over it, and yeah, really excited to use this. The next Bdellium Tools brush that I picked up was the I-714 Flat Eye Definer. This I will be using to conceal my brows or using a darker shadow under the lower lash line or in the upper lash line to get definition. Eyes 781 crease brush. This is a very fluffy crease brush, but it's also pretty dense, so you can pat color in and roughly blend it out or softly blend it out. It's very versatile and extremely affordable. The last and final Bdellium brush that I picked up was the Face 980 Natural Powder. This is a very, very soft brush. It's pretty fluffy, but also dense at the same time, which is something that I find is very consistent with Bdellium's brushes. They are both soft but dense at the same time and very high quality and extremely affordable. Next up, we are going to another brand. This is Royal & Langnickel, who actually sponsored IMATS and make my favorite commercial brushes like MAC or anything like that, or Sigma. These are my favorite brushes of all time. This is the Master Pro Series Pencil and Blender. It is just a very stiff blending brush, but it's also, again, it's also really soft at the same time. Really, really great for blending out shadows. This is the Synthetic Smudger. This is a new brush that I have not tried yet. All of the brushes that I have previously showed you I already own and are repurchases, but this one is new. I've never tried it. When I felt it at IMATS, it was amazing, so really excited to use this to blend out under eye concealer or even just apply shadow into the crease. Next is the Line and Smudger. This I already own, and you guys may have already seen it being used in some of my videos. I love this brush. It's very, very nice for blending out the crease because it's tapered, but it's also very dense. You can easily feather out a shadow lightly without making it appear too harsh. Next is a concealer brush. This is a new brush that I have never tried. I'll be using this mainly for when I foil. I do not use concealer on my face on a daily basis or ever, except for when I conceal my brows, which I'll be using the other brush for. So this will mainly be for foiling and for other shadows. I find that concealer brushes are best for foiling because they are synthetic and they are very densely packed. Next, I picked up another flat definer brush. This one is from Royal & Langnickel. I purchased this one before I picked up the Bdellium Tools one. I hadn't found that one yet, and after feeling the two, the Bdellium Tools is significantly higher quality, so if you guys are picking between the two, go with the Bdellium Tools equivalent of this brush. This one I think I'll be more using for shadow as opposed to concealing because it is a little bit softer and thicker. The Bdellium Tools brush head is very, very thin. The next brush that I picked up is a lip brush from Royal & Langnickel also. All the brushes that I'm doing right now are from them, and the rest that I bought will be as well. This is just a nice lip brush because I don't have a lip brush and I've always just tried as hard as I can not to get out of the lines of my lips, and I thought this might be something that could make applying lipstick and lip glosses and doing ombres a little bit easier, so excited to try this out. The next brush that I picked up is a crease brush. I wanted to try the MAC 217, but when I went into the store, I felt that it was a little bit too large for my eye shape and that it was a little bit scratchy actually. This is, in my mind, the closest shape that I could find at the IMATS show, and it is very, very soft, very fluffy. It can do a very harsh application or a very soft blending, so it's a beautiful crease brush, and it was $6. So compared to the, I think it's almost $23, no, maybe not that much, I think it's almost $20 that the 217 costs. This is a much better alternative. And the last and final brush that I got, which I'm kind of upset that I got actually, is a brow and lash brush. So it has an angled liner brush at one end and a brow spoolie at one end. I didn't realize that it had a brow spoolie when I was buying it, and I can't put that in my brush holders because it has little beads, so I don't know where I'm going to put this. Maybe I'll just keep it inside this, so we'll have to see what I do with this. So guys, thank you so much for sticking through with me to the end of that video. I know it was super, super long. I will be doing swatches of all these products in separate videos dedicated to each brand. So guys, get excited. These are the things that you are going to be seeing me using over the next few weeks in my eye looks and in Thursday videos, which I don't really ever know what I'm going to do, so you guys usually pick them. I was going to do the $20 makeup challenge, but I think I'm going to hold off on that because I am done with buying makeup for a little bit. I have quite a bit to play with, and so guys, my apologies. I am getting exceptionally well at having my camera die in the middle of filming or running out of memory, which is what happened today. So I'm terribly sorry about that. I didn't actually notice until I was almost done filming it and realized I had no ending to my video. So thank you so much for sticking to the end of this. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that so you guys can see what I do with these products in the next coming weeks. And for those of you who already are subscribed to my channel, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support and continuing to watch my videos. And I will catch you guys later. Alright, bye.